Hi folks, welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm. Happy Wednesday everybody. It's currently 1:25 in the morning. I do not have to be at work today until 5:30, and that's because I'm covering someone else's shift. I'm supposed to actually be off today, but because my paycheck was going to be whatever you want to call it, I decided to take over someone's shift, and yeah. So one of the things that I said to myself was, especially when I saw where I was at in the book I'm about to do a review of, I was like, I don't have to be working until 5:30 tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to basically finish the book and do a review. Now, I did acquire 2 more books on Nook. That was The Great Hunt by Robert Jordan, and let me get my glasses here. Under the Influence by J.K. Kucknell, if that's how you pronounce the name. Everything else, like Fresh Brewed Murder and Mayhem at the Halloween Wedding, are all samples. So yeah, so I was like, I'm moving away from Kindle. I'm actually going to sell my Kindles, like all of them except for the 11th gen Kindle. So my Kindle Colorsoft, my Kindle Paperwhite 12th gen, my Kindle Basic 11th gen. Those are actually going to be sold probably like this week or something like that, because I'm going to take the money, put it in my savings account, so that when next week comes around and I get my really bad one, I will at least be able to eat. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, it should like lower how many e-readers I actually have, because I'm mainly reading books now on my Nook and on my Kobo. And speaking of Kobo, I went out with my Kobo Clara BW, and I was reading in the sunlight, and it did not, the sun came down, hit it, and I was still able to read it. So, yay. Anti-glare is really good on those Kobos. Anyways, so I did a little bit of outdoor reading. It was hot. It was hot. I was miserable, and I was trying everything to stay inside some air-conditioned businesses. So yeah, lovely day. Lovely day. All right. So, Chaos at the Lazy Bones Bookshop by Emmeline Duncan. I believe that's her last name. Okay, so right here, right there, that is the book. Okay, so this is the first book in this series. There's only 2 books that have come out. The second one was published last year, which means I'm hitting the series at a good time. I'm really not a fan of, starting series when there's like 33 or 34 books. However, I do manage it for some unknown reason. So in this one, we have a town that it is Halloween year-round, and yeah, just like mine. Except that if you don't read like the first book, you don't know that, but because I don't bring it up in the other editions of the book, of the books that come after it. They're like, there's no mention of it. Just, you know. Anyways, so in this book, we have the proprietor. Weirdly enough, I cannot remember her name, but she is the owner of the Crazy Bones Bookshop, and there is these people that are coming in to film this fake haunted ghost thing, and they end up literally almost destroying her entire bookstore. And of course, rightfully so, she gets really mad at them. Well, one of the people that's in the book ends up dead, and it takes place in this maze with a lot of people, and weirdly enough, like, nobody knows, like, what's going on, like, why in the world was this man killed? And we find out towards the end of it that he had a secret, and like all secrets, it comes out. So we have her, basically trying to figure out what's going on, because it's a little bit more personal when an object is found in her bag that she knows she did not put in there, and all that messy stuff that goes along with it. There is some twists and turns in this book. It's an enjoyable book if you are going to read this book during the Halloween season, which the sample for the second one, which is Murder at the Halloween Wedding, I'm actually going to get for the Halloween season and everything. So I've got 2 books I'm purchasing for the Halloween season. Oh man, I should learn to not eat stuff that gives me heartburn. But overall, I enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. Okay, so alright, so my battery for this is at 59%, and no, if you are a heavy duty reader, your battery levels are going to go down pretty fast. So yeah, so the next book that I'm going to be reading, well, I'm going to be reading The Great Hunt, because I'm starting that book today. I'm actually going to read the French Bookshop Murder. So, like I said, I think it was 2 days ago, I said that every 4 books I'm going to get a new book, and I've already done that with The Great Hunt and Under the Influence, so I will not be acquiring any more books for my Nook until not the next 4 books, but the 4 books after this, I will acquire it. So what I'm thinking about doing is, when I have read total 10 books, I will read Fresh Brewed Murder. That will be the next book that I will read, and everything. That will be the next book that I will acquire, and I'll read that, and I'll decide if I want to continue reading the series. But she doesn't really have a lot of books under her belt on Barnes & Noble, so I'm really in a good position where I can get those books and I can read them, and then what I'm actually going to do is on Amazon, I'm going to follow them, and then when I get an email, I'm going to wait until the book is released, and then I'm going to go on to Barnes & Noble and acquire it. Anyways, so yeah, so now I am down to about 100 and... oh man. See here. see here. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 samples. So I'm going to be down to 104 books. Okay, 104 books. Also, Under the Influence was free, so it was free on Amazon, and it's also free on Barnes and Noble. So we'll see if I like this book, and hopefully I will. Okay, that is it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.